What a fiasco.
I hope you are ready because we are live. 74,000 people here watching.
Really?
Welcome, everyone. Very excited to be here. Had a absolutely hectic day all the way up till just now. So finally, we get to relax and sit here and hang out with everyone. Hope you're having a good day. Leslie Perry, thank you so much. Video, audio is good. You haven't talked though, so.
Okay. I was just trying to get. What a last 30 minutes it's been. I came out, or right before I came out, I realized my phone was at 20%. So to be able to chat with everybody through, in the comment section and chat and everything, I needed something. So I brought my tablet out and to go through everything to get that where it needs to be. So yeah, it's been a busy Friday afternoon.
But we're here now. It's
Yes.
still difficult to get used to saying Friday
Right.
Friday evening because for a decade we were streaming it on Thursdays. So
I know.
still weird. And of course my Oscars or the bikers, somebody decided they
Oh.
were going to start a weather event. It looks like a snowstorm in there because of course that's what they do. You have that to look forward to in your tank. Your tank looks so pretty and it's so
And they're
clean.
so cute. Oh, I did a
Not for
water
long.
change yesterday and cleaned it really good. And
Yeah, enjoy it while you can because before you know it, it's going to look like that.
Yay.
I have never had an Oscar tank that doesn't. Although, I had a thought the other day, and I think people are going to be really critical of me. Look what I found for you. That's how good of a husband I am.
I forgot my water when it came out.
I have thought, I've had the crazy thought of doing the unthinkable in that tank again. And it would be the third time.
You're going to take everything out again.
I thought about it.
Stop.
Not the aqua decor stuff, but the substrate.
I think the substrate helps with collecting it, whether you believe it or not. It'll be even worse if you take it out.
The problem is I can't direct the waste to the filters without also directing the substrate. So having no substrate in there, I could have multiple circulation pumps. I got a whole box of circulation pumps down here. I could have multiple circulation pumps in there pushing all of that waste to the intakes of the whales, soon to be megafiltrous.
You are just a mess with that tank sometimes. I don't know what to do with you when it comes to that tank.
But here's the thing.
You need to do 10% gravel vac water changes daily. It's like it's the only way it's going to ever be clean.
It was never a problem at the other house.
Yeah.
And what did I never have at the other house? Substrate. Never did. Didn't put substrate in this tank until we lived here. And don't misunderstand me, folks. I'm not trying to say the substrate is a bad product. That's not the case at all. It's a great product. It's just I don't know that I can do what I want to do.
Mine looks so good though, and I have 4 Oscars in mine, and you have 2. And 5 Severance.
Yeah, your 4 Oscars combined equal the size of one of my tail fins. So I don't want to hear it.
But
I don't
shut
think I'm going to do
up.
it.
Good, don't.
I don't think I'm going to do it because I just think that would be madness. But I kind of want to, but I don't know. We'll have to see. So those that like gift ownerships, how about tonight instead you donate the money to Lisa's cat rescue? Oh, that's adorable.
Aw.
Love that idea.
I think you should make Jerry a moderator.
Jerry just earned himself the first prize. So listen, folks, we do have some unfortunate news. And I've tried to figure out today exactly how to say this without coming across as an ungrateful jerk. But we're not going to have a member stream tonight. And the reason why is because we haven't had any new people want to sign up to be a part of it. And I don't mean we haven't gotten new channel members. I mean, we haven't gotten people emailing saying, hey, I want to be on it. Now, there has been a couple, like we just got one a few minutes ago. There's been a few people that have emailed that have been on before with us. And if we had 5 or 6 people that were coming on and it was like, okay, let's bring on a couple of regulars to kind of fill it up. That would be perfectly fine. But,
and we need to know in advance to plan it. It's hard to do it the same day. It's like it's better to know a couple days before at least, or even a day before, so we can have a idea of who we're working with, like who's coming up, and have a plan. So it's kind of hard to do it when we just find out the day of. We appreciate you reaching out, but it's better to kind of do it ahead of time if possible.
I need to be in the right frame of mind, and it's so difficult to explain, but it's one of those things, like when you decide you're not going to do something, you can't turn back. Like I made the decision this morning. It was like, okay, we have had one regular reach out and say, hey, if you need to fill some spots, we can do that. And then nobody else. And then this morning there was 2 regulars that emailed today. And when I say regular, I mean people who've been on in the past. It's not that I don't want them to be on. That would be ridiculous.
I think it's fun. We've had people on that have been on more than once, and
it's a good time.
It's so much fun.
Everybody's
been great.
It's a lot of fun, but we weren't going to have any new people or anything like that. So I said, you know what? Here's what we're going to do until that changes. This is why I said I'm not trying to sound like a jerk, because I'm not like, I don't want to sound ungrateful, or I don't want to sound like I'm being demanding or anything like that. But until we get, people interested in coming on, we'll do live streams or members live streams every 2 weeks.
Every other week.
Which is the same as every 2 weeks. Yeah.
Just in case people thought 2 weeks were in between each one. I just wanted to clarify every other week.
Tomato, tomato. I think everybody knew what I meant. Trying to make things more difficult than they need to be.
Leslie Perry arranged for her husband to feed the horses so she could watch late tonight.
Oh, jeez. Well, that I apologize. I mean, it's one of those things.
But that doesn't mean the regular stream has to end at exactly 9:30.
That's true.
We could go till 10. It's just, yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for that. We will do another one next week. Hopefully, we get some people interested, and the regulars who reached out, you might absolutely be a part of that. I'm not trying to put it out there as if I don't want people who've been on before to come on again.
Oh yeah, we want you back. We want all of you back.
If we had 2 people that were new and a couple of regulars, I would have been fine with that too. But, the whole idea is to get as many people on as we can.
So it's different every week, not exactly the same as the week before, because we like to learn about new people as well as learning about the other people that have been on too. That way, it doesn't get too repetitive and boring for people watching.
Right.
So.
And that's why we don't do member streams, just her and I, because again, that's what you're getting right now.
Yeah.
It's like, it's more of the same. I don't believe that there's any value in that for anybody.
Because it's no different than not being a member.
Right. So anyway, tonight is all about whatever you all in the chat want to talk about. Bring it on to us. It's been a crazy week. I've been completely pulling my hair out that doesn't exist, pulling it out from my face, getting YouTube videos done, getting them uploaded, getting them scheduled out. I've got like 4 scheduled out, starting to do 2 per week, not guaranteed, but starting to put up 2 per week. One will be like a product spotlight video where the other will be our typical Sunday uploads. And I've been completely consumed with that this week. So I haven't had a whole heck of a lot of time to prepare for this live stream. So it's got to be up to you all.
Oh, well, I do want to, I have some thank yous that I want to start off with early, because in case people go to bed early, Jerry Goebel, I want to make sure everybody hears my thank yous. So for Roots and Whiskers, that's my cat channel. If you don't know, I have a barn expansion GoFundMe for that channel so that we can get it insulated and ready to go to put the cats out there, and I can bring more cats in. And I wanted to thank people that have donated to the GoFundMe as well as the Amazon wish list this week. And I'll go ahead and start with the GoFundMe. I wanted to thank Robert Wayman, Jerry Goebel, and Ann, and also Tracy McCormick for donating to the GoFundMe. I appreciate it. We're getting a little bit closer. Like, every little bit makes a huge difference. So we've already talked about it. I was going to wait. I thought, well, we'll wait and start the project entirely all at one time. But we've decided, since he's about to get out of the back of the barn from doing a project soon, like in probably a couple weeks. You only need 1 more weekend back there, don't you?
If the world was perfect.
Okay. Regardless, we still would have to shop for the insulation. I'll get it cleaned up. Or actually, I want to do a video on my channel showing what it looks like right now, so you guys have a complete understanding with what we're working with here. So instead of waiting to do the entire project for the GoFundMe to reach its goal, we'll take the first part, which would be the insulation, and do that first. So get the insulation up and go from there, and wait till we can afford to do the next step of the project, and just do it in baby steps and record the whole thing so you all see what's going on, because it's only fair. If people are donating, they need to know where their money's going. It is only the right thing to do, and it's content. So also, I wanted to thank for donating or sending food and treats and kitty litter and stuff from my Amazon wish list. I wanted to thank Dennis McKelvey, Letitia Caseborn, Robert Wayman, and Jennifer Anderson. And I did have somebody send, I got a package with 2 boxes of kitty litter in it, but there wasn't anything in it that said who it was from. So I wasn't sure if someone individually sent that, or it was part of a order that came separate from somebody that I just mentioned. But thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and so do the cats. It's awesome. So thank you.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Did you want to talk about that now?
The new stuff? Oh,
yeah.
I got new products in. I'm a huge fan of Cats Aquatics, and I love the person. I love the product. It's great. And once in a while, like before she puts something out, she'll send it to me to try before it goes up. And she sent me this a couple months ago. It's the Snello powder. It's the mix to make Snello, and you mix it up, and it's really easy. The instructions are on the back, and you can put it in like the little ice cube trays that, like the summertime ones where you can make like the little fancy stars and little things. Or you could just stick it in like a little pan. It doesn't have to be fancy, and then cut it up. But she sent me the little ice cube trays, which were adorable, and that's what I used. So we are now selling this on the website. I highly recommend it. Especially your mystery snails will love it. It's got all the great stuff in it that they need. It's got the protein, the fiber, the calcium, and it has in it, the ingredients are the collard greens, kale, zucchini, black soldier fly larvae, which is great for protein, and mystery snails need protein. Banana, wheat, egg, I don't know what that word is, and other stuff that they need, calcium, vitamin D3, vitamin B. So it's a really good product. I highly recommend it. And then it's a new calcium chip. This one is really cool because it has different stuff in it that's in like the calcium and nutrition and the 3-in-1. It has added stuff in it like the black soldier fly larvae, which is a big deal for protein. So I'm really happy to know that she's adding this in something now, like one of her calcium chips. So this is really good for them. It's got blue spirulina in it, and it has collard greens and mango, banana, egg. So all good stuff for the snails. So I definitely recommend. And some people, you can use this for shrimp. I do use my Cat's Aquatics for shrimp, but it's not my primary source. Like I'll throw 1 or 2 in every week, but I don't use it every single day. I still feed them shrimp food as well. But this can also be used for turtles and other bottom feeders. So I would try it. If I was you, if you want to try it, we've got it. I did get a limited supply in just because I wasn't sure how people were going to respond to it, but it's good stuff. So now this one is specifically for shrimp, and these are the little shrimp sickles, and they're just like the shrimp sticks that you can get from a lot of other places too, but these are her shrimp sickles, and there is 90% real veggies, protein, and calcium in it. And it is, what else did she say? Oh, okay. The green ones, see, each one is a specific, has specific, what do you call it?
I'm not listening because I'm reading.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so the green ones are collard greens, zucchini, spirulina, calcium, carbonate, and egg. The brown ones are black soldier fly larvae, moringa leaf. Okay, I can't say that word. The red ones are beet, freeze-dried krill, wheat, and egg. The yellow ones are squash, carrot, bee pollen, wheat, and egg. The blue ones are soy protein, blue spirulina, nutritional yeast, and wheat and egg. So it's really neat that they all have their own flavor. So you might want to get 2 packs.
Look at you, the salesperson.
Oh.
So.
Oh my, what's happening on here?
What?
There's.
Oh, I know, all the orange bubbles. I saw them. I'll get to them. Don't you worry about that for a second. But do the names Jerry Seagull and Joe Schuster mean anything to you? 2 of the most important men in my life. But do they mean anything to you? Those are the 2 gentlemen that in 1933 created a little character for the comic books called Superman, and basically created comic books. And Hip Hop Anonymous made me aware of something I did not know. Seagull and Schuster, when they created Superman, they lived in Ohio, Cleveland, and they've built a new Superman statue in Cleveland, Ohio. He says a reason for us to come to Ohio and have a drink with him.
Oh.
I did not know that, hip hop anonymous. But I'm looking at it now, and we got to go to Cleveland.
Oh, really?
We got to go to Cleveland.
Oh, okay. I know they have a baseball team.
Yeah, who cares about that? We got to go there to see the Superman statue. That's the only reason to go there. No offense. And to have a drink with hip hop anonymous.
Hip hop anonymous.
Hopefully everybody gets that reference when I say
yeah.
it that way, but not everybody gets it. But
oh, really? Do you want to clarify it so people understand what it
it's
means?
from the movie Big Daddy.
It's funny.
Rob Schneider trying to pronounce the word hippopotamus. And for some reason, every time I see hip hop hillbilly, it just makes me want to say hip hop anonymous.
That's so funny.
Al Culp had a great idea.
Okay.
Now, apparently he's confused, thinking that my channel and your channel are the
Are
same.
you sure I think it's a she. Is
Al?
it Allison?
Okay. Maybe it is. I'm sorry.
I think it's right. It's Allison, right? Allison Culp.
I just saw Al and it made me think, dude, sorry about that. But instead of the money pit, call it the litter box. But see.
Oh, from when I do my memberships? When I get monetized? You guys.
Call it that's genius. Calling it the litter box.
Okay, you guys feel sorry for me. I'm not monetized yet on Roots and Whiskers, and it's 100% my fault because I didn't put content up for a while. So, if you really want to do something generous, before you go to bed at night, go on Roots and Whiskers and click on my playlist and let it run all night long while you're sleeping, every night, until I tell you when.
Until I tell you you can stop.
Yeah, please. pretty, please.
Salient Aquatics donated 5 channel memberships. Thank you so much for that.
Did you get the first one from Marine Josh?
I did not, but I will go back. I'm sorry. That's my bad. See, somebody messed me up with Superman, and it got me all confused here. But yes, Brent Russell, first of all, donated a membership before the stream started. And then Marine Josh said, I'll come on next time, salt and fresh, if that's okay. 100% that's okay.
Oh, yeah. You're the one who your mom or your stepmom thinks Sean's attractive. I remember that.
Your mom or stepmom are weird people, whoever it is.
I remember you saying that a couple weeks ago. That was cute.
And you're in Australia. What is the time difference? Like, what time is it there? I would imagine it's not the same time. You're either going to be, I don't know. You might only be a couple of hours time difference, but you're on the other side of the world. I would think
I would believe
it's probably a big time difference.
It's probably not 8:24 p.m. where you're at.
It might even be tomorrow there.
Oh, or yesterday.
Our minds are just being blown here. Whips World with a 20.
Salient Aquatics.
I already did.
But I didn't say thank you.
Okay.
Because you didn't go in order. Thank you, Salient.
Y'all wonder why I can't get in a groove.
Thank you.
You do them.
No.
Whips World with the $20 super chat. Let's make Lisa some kitty cat money challenge.
Oh, no.
What you got, chat? I'm sorry. I'm struggling to read here. I double dog dare you to donate early and often. In fact, you ain't got a hair on your bum backside. If you don't do it, I'll start it off. Go. You're hilarious, Whip.
Thank you, Whip. You're so sweet. You've done enough.
And people definitely did follow. Listen, this is all amazing. But if you want it to go straight to the cat rescue, do it to that GoFundMe. The super chats are amazing. We love you. Thank you. You're all are awesome. But if you want it to go straight in the cat's situation, that's the way to do it, is to the GoFundMe.
Mary Oliver said, at least so wish could donate, but living on fixed income, time, mortgage, and bills paid only enough to feed fish, reptiles, and little girl. Feral cat adopted me. Mary, don't apologize. I don't want anyone to feel obligated. Please don't feel obligated. Just put my playlist on.
Yeah, that doesn't cost you a thing. Leslie Perry, for $20 for the
Aw.
kitty fun. Whip made me do it.
Thank you.
He has that influence on people.
Thank you, Leslie.
And Lisa, you pronounce it meow.
Lisa Meow.
I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but I think it's adorable. For Lisa's Kitty Cats and from Lisa Meow.
Thank you.
Mr. Skippity Doodah donated a membership, and then
Oh, thank you.
thank you for that. Wow, this starry makes me
Burp.
burpy. And then Finsanity with the $20 super chat.
Oh,
Y'all are out of
geez.
control. Y'all don't do this. Don't
Thank
do
you,
what you did a
Joe.
few weeks ago. Make me get all blubbery and all sentimental like. But y'all are too much. I appreciate it
Curtis,
so
you got
much.
a job. That's awesome. I know you've been looking. I'm so happy to hear about that.
That is exciting. Does anyone have insane chat delay like 10 minutes? Nope, not us.
What?
We're live.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me check something.
Joe did it again. Joe,
Joe, stop. Aw, for Mary Oliver, you're so sweet. Joe, you are so kind.
what's the story there?
On behalf of Mary
Oh, because she's the
Oliver,
one that
'cause
said,
she
oh,
couldn't
oh,
donate.
look at
That
that.
was so sweet of you, Joe.
Dennis, I'm going to get to you, Dennis. Joe, you're too much. It's too much. You're the best, though. Thank you.
You all
And
are.
Dennis McKelvey donated the 5 channel memberships.
Thank you, Dennis.
Y'all, you're doing it to me again. Knock it off.
He doesn't know what else to say because he's so, like, appreciative. So it's for people to do stuff like that. We know y'all are out there working hard. You could be doing this for yourself. You could be buying something for yourself, and to donate it is very kind of you, and we do appreciate it very much.
I hope I've been able to express that.
I think so. You just have a hard time getting it out.
It is
sometimes.
hard because it's like I don't feel worthy, especially this time of year. I don't feel worthy, so it's
Summertime is really slow for like YouTube sometimes. So when regular people like y'all aren't here, no, you all are the regular, like the top. How do I put it? Like the biggest fans. Y'all are
oh,
here.
that sounds really weird.
But you know what I mean, like the people that are dedicated, y'all always come, and that it's just so nice. And then there's people that don't because they have things going on and they have to do things and they can't always make live streams, and then they forget and may not come back for a couple months. So when the dedicated people are here every single week, it just means a lot, a whole lot.
Particularly this time of year. I mean, like she said, it is like the summer doldrums for our hobby, and it's not just for us. It's across the board with all of YouTube, YouTube fish keeping, and the industry. I mean, the industry slows down in the summertime. Fish stores slow down, websites, everything. It's just everybody knows it. Everybody that's in the industry knows it. But it's still every year. I'm like, about
makes
this
you-
time, I start to lose it.
Because sometimes it can make you not want to stream sometimes. Like when you're used to a certain amount and then you don't get as many people watching. But
Amount
it's-
of people, not money.
Yeah. But like I've told John, I was like, even if it's not the same amount of people watching, the ones that are watching, they're here and they're important. Just like if it was a whole lot more people, all of y'all are important. So we need to be here, not just be here for when it's more people. So
Listen, you are really putting forth an effort to make me look bad tonight.
I'm not.
I was in no way
I know.
campaigning to not live stream
Oh,
tonight.
No, I know that.
The
wasn't
member
going
stream, I mean, that was different. Nobody showed up. So,
Well, that's to make for a better member stream.
but I was not in any way saying we shouldn't do live streams tonight. And it's not a money thing. Money is that we're not live streaming for the money, even though y'all spoil us like crazy.
I know, right?
It's hard to explain. I don't even know how to explain it, but let's move on because I'm just going to make myself look even worse if we don't move on. Petition to move Aquaella Los Angeles to Orange County or San Diego. Now you listen to me, Shamu Aquatics. Now you listen real good, okay? I'm pointing my finger at you and I'm wagging my finger at you. For years, everybody, you remember this, everybody was like, they need to do an Aquaella in LA. They need to do an Aquaella in LA. And now they're doing one in LA, and you're saying it needs to be in Orange County or San Diego.
I think San Diego would have been way better than LA.
Oh, I agree.
Been 10 times better.
I agree. I'm just giving him or her. I made that mistake already tonight.
We need to tell Joe thank you again for Joe sent.
We don't need to do anything. You can do it.
Joe, thank you for gifting 5 memberships to, let's see, Guppytown Aquatics, Christian B, Ruben, Rory, and Vinny Lopez became members because of Joe. Thank you.
Next week, those people will be able to join us on the live stream, all thanks to Joe, as if he hasn't done enough this month. I don't even want to say tonight, this month. I want to see John do a cartwheel. There's one thing I can promise you, Salient. You ain't going to see that. If I do a cartwheel, it's going to be because I have to do a cartwheel or else.
It's going to be because you fell off of the roof and you did a cartwheel to the...
Or the motorcycle, if you remember that. That wasn't quite a cartwheel, but it was a dramatic roll.
And then you won't get back up.
It was a really good roll. I'm still proud of that one. If I tried to do a cartwheel right now, I would probably embarrass myself. My arm, no, you're not going to see that. Where do you see the industry going? You feel it will keep growing or slow down as newer generations aren't into it. I don't think that's true. I don't think the newer generations aren't into it. I think there's always going to be new people coming in. The hard part with this hobby is that the industry does grow, but it grows at a very, very, very slow pace because a lot of people find this hobby, whether they're young people or middle-aged or whoever, but as many come into this hobby every year, a whole bunch of them drop out.
Yeah.
And so those numbers are probably very close to each other. So the hobby grows very, very slow because of that. And it's weird. I've been in this industry for a while now. You can't really, when there has been booms in this industry, except for the pandemic. I mean, that was pretty obvious when everything exploded during the pandemic. It was obvious why. Everybody was trapped in their homes looking for things to do that they didn't have to leave their homes for. That made a lot of sense. That's about the only boom in this hobby that has ever been ever able to explain why. Other than that, it just happens.
Finding Nemo came out.
Yeah, that might be one. The show tanked.
Yeah.
I'm sure helped out a lot. There was another show too. I don't remember what it was called, but it was basically a copy of Tanked and also a good show. I enjoyed it.
I remember that one.
I want to say, I don't remember what it was called. I feel like the name of the company was In Living Color or just Living Color. The show was In Living Color.
Yeah.
But it was a carbon copy of Tanked. And I've always wanted to talk to Brett about that and never did. But I think Tanked probably brought a lot of people in. The Nemo movies, I'm sure, brought people in. But, it's one of those things. This industry could explode in 3 months for no reason whatsoever. It just happens. That's a beautiful thing for people who are in the industry. But
I think somebody needs to come out with like a cartoon animated movie of a betta fish that was rescued and got to live a fabulous life. And there should be just I think that would be so cool. Like somebody walks into PetSmart or Petco, and I don't want to say rescued if they're just going in there and buying a beta out of a cup, because unfortunately that's how they're sold. It's not a rescue. So just from beginning to finding a home in an aquarium, I think it would be really neat. The life of a betta fish from being born in like Vietnam or Singapore or something and imported in a bag with all these other betas, all, you know, packed into a box, and then they each get put into cups, and then the one has a story finding its forever home, and we need that. We need somebody to make that movie.
You should write that script. We might become millionaires. You never know. I mean,
somebody just stole my idea because
the beta would have to have, first of all, you'd have to call it a beta because, you know, but it would also have to have the most adorable name. If you think about it, Nemo, pretty daggone cute name.
Yeah.
If the movie was called Finding Alice, it wouldn't have been the same. The fact that it was such a cute name, Nemo. So you have to come up with a name for the beta that's cute. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
Whip's World with another $10 because he didn't feel like he'd done enough already. Let's make John cry like a hungry baby challenge, but it's still for Lisa's putty tats. Now that sounds inappropriate.
Putty tats. Oh, that's like
What is the hungry baby challenge?
what?
What is that?
Hungry baby. I don't know, but
He said, let's make John, he actually said, let's make John cry like a hungry baby challenge. I don't know what a hungry baby challenge is, but it sounds cute.
It sounds neglectful.
Are you coming to Aquaella in New Jersey in September? No, we do not. No, I believe my mom's thing is that weekend, or
It's 3 weeks later.
oh well, it's in the month of September, but no.
We gotta really plan for that, so it takes all month.
Yeah. Let's see. You would figure that the warm weather would make most fish distributors busy, but I know what you mean by everyone being busy. Well, it's not the weather. The weather is great for the hobby. Fish production goes up, plant production goes up, but demand goes down in the summer. It's not a industry thing. It's the demand. It's people are out on vacation. The kids are home from school. They're doing summer things, not paying attention to their aquariums. But when the weather breaks and people are stuck in their houses because it's cold outside, that's when this industry and the social media side of this industry tends to ramp up. I mean, it's every single year. It's not this year. It's every year up to this point. It's been this way, and it's going to be this way every year going forward. This hobby just slows down in the summertime. It is what it is. And every single year I freak out about it like it's the first time. And I've told the story before, but I'm going to tell it again because I know you're thinking it now. We had a conversation with Dustin Wunderlich at one of the Aquaellas.
Right.
And we were talking about this very topic. And he said every year, he's old school. He likes to put one of those big desk size paper calendars on his desk.
Yeah.
And every year, this time of year, he writes in huge letters on the calendar, don't freak out. Because he knows, just like I know. I think I saw Joey in the chat. Joey knows. I remember Joey telling me about this 13 years ago. I mean, before I really knew that was a thing. So, yeah. The summer doldrums are a real thing. And they suck if you're in this industry.
Yeah.
Salient given a $5 super chat asking me to do a cartwheel. I won't do it. You can't make me. It's not going to happen. I didn't miss Leslie Perry. I'm having trouble finding dojo loaches. Are they dropping in popularity? Are they hard to breed? Are they mostly wild caught? What gives?
I thought they were wild caught.
I know nothing about them.
Yeah, I don't know much about them either. I thought they were wild caught too, and
What I do know, Leslie, is this. They've never been extremely popular. So,
maybe not for us.
well, no, I'm not saying nobody likes them. I'm saying they're not one of those fish that's like up there in the top 10, you know what I'm saying? Or probably even top 20. Are they great? Yeah. I don't know why we've never had them. But that's the extent of my knowledge about that fish. Listen, nobody ever called me an expert. I certainly didn't call me an expert.
I had Coolie loaches before. Those things will live a long time, but you don't see them that often.
Coolie loaches I love.
Yeah.
John and I should do a members live stream for Fortnite. Oh, you want to talk about me really embarrassing myself? I love that game, but I'm terrible at it.
Oh, you play it enough. You should be good at it by now.
Stop! You're not supposed to admit that I play video games a lot.
Oh. I do want to say thank you because I just checked because I got a little ding. It said that Sherry Coleman donated to the kitty GoFundMe, and so did Dennis McElvey. Thank you so much, you guys. That is so sweet of you. And you both have done it before. Stop. You're going to run out of money, and I don't want you to do that. Please. You'll make me feel bad. But thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Joey said, John, I don't know what his deal is tonight, but he said, John's fully clothed, already bored.
Oh.
Joey, you know.
Sorry. That's funny.
Wow. That was really mean what you just did.
What? What do you mean? I can't talk about stuff like that. So I just laugh and we move on. Okay? It's Fish Channel.
Oh, you're too funny. And then he apologized and said, I'll see myself out. I'm on the wrong site. You're hilarious. If you're here to see me unclothed, disrobed, yeah, you're on the wrong spot. I could start one of those OF pages, be a millionaire.
Oh.
People would join up to laugh at me.
Whatever. Lisa Meow said, I got back in the hobby after my divorce, and it was so much better taking care of fish instead of a grown man. That's hilarious.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
You just didn't find the right one, Lisa.
See, good girl. Dodged a bullet on that one. Aquaella Nashville. That would be awesome. That would officially be the closest to us. I would love. I haven't heard anything about next year where Aquaellas are going to be. But knowing people that are involved with it or have been involved with it in the past, I think they usually sign multiple year deals with these venues. Like that's why it was at the Gaylord for a couple of years. Like they can't just rent, or I guess they can, but they get better deals if they rent it for 2 years in a row, if they obligate themselves to come back that next year. So I don't know if they're all going to be, if they're going to be 3 shows again next year and it's going to be Dallas, New Jersey, LA again, or if it's going to be 3 completely new cities. I think Dallas is a pretty safe bet that it would be every year in Dallas because so much of the industry is in Dallas, which makes it very easy for the industry to get there. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any inside information about Aquaella at all anymore, which sucks because so many of my friends worked there, or worked for them, or were a part of it, and they're not there anymore. And so now Carrie just got back with them last week, which is good, but you know, it's not like Carrie's ever been somebody that messages us like, hey, guess what? I've got this gossip, you know, it's never been like that. Carrie's not that person. So, but you know what, if I hear anything that I'm allowed to say, believe me, I will share it with y'all.
Yeah.
Especially if it's Nashville. Cause then I'd be like, huh.
I think the best
That's
one
an easy
this
drive.
year is going to end up being the New Jersey one. In my opinion, I think it's going to be the best one. I really wish we could have gone to that one too, because I really wanted to go to. I like that area for.
I don't think it's in the exact same spot as the Aquatic Experience was.
Oh,
If that's what you're thinking.
I think that would have been fun.
Well, I don't disagree. They're all fun, but you know,
California would have been fun too. If I'm not trying to disparage LA, and if anyone wants to go, they should. If you're on the West Coast and that's the only one they have, over there for the next 5 years, then you should go, because everybody should go to Aquaella at least one time. You should experience it at least one time. So even though it's in LA, you should still go if you live close by or a couple states away or whatever, and you can get there. You should go. It's fun.
it is a ton of fun. Cartwheels off the roof is not as funny as Lisa under the AC yelling, "Mister, Mister."
That was so funny. It was so planned and scripted. I didn't really get an AC dropped on me, right?
It was written and produced by the one and only Adam Sandler for the purposes of Happy Gilmore. Total ripoff of him. I even wore the hockey jersey. That was so much fun. And I'm still shocked that when I suggested that we should do that, you agreed to it. I was like,
yeah.
There's no way in the world she's going to let me do that,
No,
but you did.
I like doing things to make
You even
fun of myself.
kicked your feet and everything.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I let you do the video when, I guess I'm on my nose, it's interesting. When I put that part in the video that time when I fell down the stairs on the porch, I like laughing at myself. It's fun.
You're not talking about on our first date. You're talking about the
No,
other time.
The video.
Yeah.
The video where it was on the camera and
I know.
fell down.
I remember.
And I'm like laying there waiting for you, and you just drive by.
I had no idea you had just
I was like,
plummeted to
"Help
the ground.
me."
They're doing it in LA, but it's Pomona. That's the armpit of this town. Well, I don't know the first thing about LA except for that's where all the rich people live. And
There's a lot of people that aren't rich that live there too.
well, yeah, but a lot of rich people live there. My knowledge of LA does not go beyond Hollywood and the movie.
I don't know.
Boys in the Hood. God, what I can't even remember.
I think I was in that neighborhood. We went through it.
Anyway, the only thing good about people dropping out is the used tanks on Marketplace. Granted, they want $200 for a top fin 29 with the heater and the top fin. Yeah, that is the thing. But the flip side of that, Mr. Skippity Doodah, is there's so many new people. Everybody knows how this hobby goes. You get in, and within 6 months, you get another tank, and then another one, and another one. And that's one of the main reasons why so many people quit, because they get overwhelmed by it. So the people going out selling their tanks on Marketplace is a good thing, but also all the new people coming in who serve as competition against you on Facebook Marketplace to buy all of those tanks is a unfortunate thing. But if they wait long enough, nobody's going to spend $200 for a top fin 29 gallon with a heater, and they'll figure that out eventually, and they'll just want it out of their house, and they'll sell it for $20. And that's what happens every single day. We bought so many complete setups for under $100.
Oh yeah.
It would blow your mind. And we're talking like 75 gallons, 55s.
I was on Craigslist every day looking for all of the deals.
It was fun.
I was like, I found another one. We got to go to Alexandria. We got to go to Tennessee.
Yeah,
we got to rent
Knoxville.
a U-Haul. We need to rent 2 U-Hauls. I was finding the deals. It was fun.
Yep. And it's not a joke. We went to Knoxville, but we bought like 300 tanks, not
I was
just
more
one,
than that.
but
I think it was like 500 because I was like,
it was a lot.
This U-Haul is not filled. We have to fill the U-Haul until we can't fill it anymore. I was like, get them all. And then I regretted it because guess who had to clean them? Me.
I had a broke back at the time. We can all help by being patient and kind with newbies who need guidance. You know what, CJ? I wish everybody could be. I try to be. I try to be as straightforward and nice and easy on new fish keepers because I know how important they are to our livelihood. And because I also feel it's important to just be a good person. I try my hardest. Some people make it real difficult, but I try. But I couldn't agree more because those beginning stages are what makes or breaks fish keepers. This is why so many of our videos are based on the beginner. Like they're for beginners because that's how our hobby grows, is keeping people in the hobby past that first year. Mm-hmm. And that's really, really difficult to do.
It is.
It used to be a lot easier. Well, now it's never been easy, but there used to be so many more people on YouTube looking for fish content. Now it's not as much. And so we can't reach as many people, but that's what we try to do. There it went. My chat just skipped because that's what it does.
Mr. Skippity Doodah said it got a 33 and stand for $50 last month. That's good.
I could complain about this chat, but what good's it gonna do?
Brad said, I was sad they didn't have Aquaella in Chicago this year. I went to Aquaella Chicago last year for my first time. It was a great time. It was unfortunate you guys didn't make it. Now, out of all the Aquaellas they've ever had, I do prefer the Chicago Aquaellas, and it has absolutely nothing to do with people, because I like the people at all the shows. I love meeting all of you all. But it's the weather. I like Chicago weather better than Dallas or Florida. It's true. That's my favorite. I cannot stand humidity. I just don't, I don't like it. It bothers me.
I enjoyed myself at every Aquaella. There was never any that I was like, ugh, this is terrible. But if I had to pick my favorite, not just the favorite venue, but also the favorite year.
It's the Florida one.
Orlando at the Gaylord 2021.
Yeah. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
The Gaylord.
Very humid, though.
But the thing is, you get there, you go to the resort, and you never leave. We never left the resort.
Yeah, but
until it was time to fly home.
You still had to walk through from like your room area to the part where
But it was all indoors.
No, you did walk through the outside where it was hot. It's one thing if you're there because you're going to go swimming and you're going to hang out by the pool and do all that. Well, we weren't there for that. So I don't want to feel uncomfortable and sticky. If you're a woman that gets frizzy hair, you understand my complaint.
I obviously do not have that problem. That's the last Aquaella, and I might be misspeaking here. Joey, if you're still in here, let me know if I'm right or not. But I think everybody was at that one. Joey may not have been because it was still with Canada and COVID and all of that.
He wasn't
I think
there.
the first one he went to was
Daytona at Halloween.
No, Dallas. It was Dallas.
I meant Dallas. It was, he was there for the Halloween one in Dallas. But yeah, but not for the dress up part. So
Joey wasn't there, but he would have been if he could have been, but he couldn't have been, so he wasn't because of restrictions and all of that.
Was a blast. Though Chicago, when we went to the one place.
Yeah, but what I was saying, everybody was there at that one. Everybody was there. Like from the YouTube standpoint, Tanner was there. Brett Raymer was there. All the YouTube channels. Joey would have been there, but he couldn't. everybody was there. And that's the last one that I can remember where everybody was there.
There were a few people that weren't. But there were a lot of people that were at that one that weren't at some of the other ones. I think it just changed. Like every year got a little different as far as the YouTube people being there. And then it dwindled away where like there wasn't as many at the last ones we went to, I mean.
Yeah. I'm 68 minutes from Nashville. I would totally be there. We're probably...
Who said that?
Leslie Perry. We're probably 8 hours from Nashville, which is closer than Florida. Than,
'Cause that was 12.
I mean, I drove to Daytona. That was a long way. Let's see here.
And then when we went to New York last year, can you believe it's been a year since we went to Fins and Fury? A year. That was our last.
That was August, wasn't it? That's
Yeah.
bananas.
And that was our last like fish show we went to. Like I call it a fish show, even though it was boxing. There were other creators there, and it was just a lot of fun. I mean, that was the best fun we had last year.
It was the only thing we did last year.
It
It was fun, though.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that ride home from Connecticut was the worst.
Yeah.
The longest drive ever.
Because there was that terrible storm.
Yes, that was horrible. But Fins and Fury was an absolute blast. Crazy in Love Asian, I will join tonight every week. So much you guys will be tired of me. Also, are all tank guppy tank with gouramis good? I was told male guppies will fight. I've never combined those two. That's a $10 super chat, by the way. Gouramis and guppies. I don't know that I would feel good about that.
Do you want it? You know, the fish I have quarantining with the guppies? Because I can't kill my guppies, so they're safe to quarantine with my guppies. My new longfin red, super red.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. They're helping the population.
Oh, you barbarian,
I didn't
you.
realize. I was just trying to put them somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Moving on, shall we?
teeny ones anymore.
Baltimore has an awesome convention center near the Inner Harbor. Been there several times years ago for conventions. I've been there too, and you're right. It is very nice, and the Baltimore Aquarium is very nice.
Oh, that's a nice aquarium.
I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't do Baltimore if they'll do LA and they'll do New Jersey. Like, I don't know if there's anywhere for Aquaella that is off limits, but then again, I'm not the decision maker over there. I've been telling them forever, you need to do one in Raleigh just because I'm selfish and want to have one that's only a couple hours away.
I wouldn't want to do one in Baltimore. I just, it's Baltimore.
No, what do you mean?
It's Baltimore. We've been through there way more times than, there's just I don't know if Baltimore would be a great place. I feel like Raleigh's better.
Raleigh'd be a great idea. I'd name two of my blood parrots, Compton and Crenshaw. That's great. That's awesome. Those are South Central LA names there, in case you were wondering. You've probably been on those roads, but slowly getting the equipment together for a 75-gallon Peacock cichlid tank. What do you recommend for a filter? I was thinking one Fluval FX4. Is that enough? 100%.
For 75, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, that is probably what I would recommend if you want to go with one singular filter. There's always the option of doing a couple of filters, like two AC 110s or Tidal 110s, or even 275s, double up on them. But one FX4 would absolutely do the trick on that. No problem at all. I wouldn't put an Oscar in a 29-gallon tank. Neither would I.
Oh.
Is that in response to somebody else asking about that?
Somebody said, would it be okay to put an Oscar in a 29-gallon?
Oh, that's trolling is what that is. There's nobody's on here asking that.
They did ask that. And I almost deleted it, and I was like, no, it could be a new person that needs to know, and we need to let them know that that's not a good idea.
I'd be willing to bet this. And I don't think there's ever going to be anyone who could ever prove me wrong. But I'd be willing to bet there are more Oscars in 29-gallon tanks than there are any other size tank out there. And every single one of them is wrong.
Oh.
But I would be willing to bet that is a thing. Maybe 55. The point I'm trying to make is I would bet that the overwhelming majority of Oscars, as well as Plecos and common Plecos, Jack Dempsey's, big Red Devils, Blood Parrot, they're all in tanks that are not appropriately sized. I would guarantee the majority of them are. And that sucks, but it is what it is. And it's because, like you said, people at the stores aren't doing their jobs and educating people, or they make the mistake of saying, I'm going to put it in a 29 now, but then I'm going to move it up. I did this. I put an Oscar in a 29 gallon when I was 19. It happens. But I don't, like I said, nobody's ever going to be able to prove that or disprove it, but I'd be willing to bet there's more in 29 gallon tanks than any other size.
Right now, I have 4 Oscars and a 125 because they're babies, and I'm growing them out to go in your tank eventually. So I have a backup plan. And if that doesn't work, for some reason they start to grow and there becomes a bully, I have a backup plan of a spare 125. So, yeah.
The Boston Aquarium has the main tank and penguins, not much else.
Oh.
Boston is another city that I told them they should do. I think Boston would be a great place to do an Aquaella.
So much history and stuff. It'd be fun to just kind of like go there and...
Absolutely. I mean, DC would be a good place for it.
Oh.
DC, Boston. I like the Inner Harbor at Baltimore, but
we've been to all these places several times, so it's not like we're just saying we don't...
I used to go to Baltimore once a week,
yeah.
and
we've been there many times.
the reputation of Baltimore would make a lot of people not want to go.
Yeah.
That's just a reality. And that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. The Inner Harbor of Baltimore is beautiful, where the Hard Rock Cafe is and the aquarium and that whole thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Camden Yards is there. But yeah, outside of that, it's not nice.
Yeah.
It's not a nice area. I'm sorry. It's
Remember
not.
that comedy show we went to there that time, and we parked in that one parking deck, and the lady was peeing in the parking deck? She just like straight up pulled her pants down, just peed in front of us.
And we were walking by and looked over, and she was just like, sorry.
So funny.
And I laughed. I was like, I mean, I've been there.
Gotta go, you gotta go.
I never squatted like that because why would I? But yeah, that's. I feel the same way about Baltimore as I do about Dallas. I feel like I need to scrape them both off the bottom of my shoe.
Oh yeah.
Dallas. The last time we were in Dallas, we had to walk through the apocalypse to get to that barbecue joint. I mean,
no, to the convention, right?
Well, I went around that, and then when I went and got you, I went around it. But there was like that homeless encampment under the bridge.
That's what I'm talking about, under the bridge.
Yeah, that was trifling. That was horrible.
And there was
poop
poop on the
sidewalk, and ugh.
It's like playing Frogger with the poop. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
pretty nasty.
it was not pleasant. But once you get in the venue, it's nice.
And there were a lot of other really nice areas around there. So it's not like,
I mean, I think Dallas as a whole is a nice place, at least from what I've seen. But except for underneath that one bridge,
that one bridge.
that was rough. That
Yeah.
it smelled. It was really bad. Bring security if you go to Baltimore. You're welcome, Lisa.
Oh, I got John.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just do cartwheels and they'll laugh and they'll feel sorry for us. And then they won't bother us. The Aquatic News Network, howdy, Earthlings. Well, howdy. Montana, I always wanted to trail ride there. I mean, Montana, I'm sure, is a beautiful place. And one of the previous owners of Aquaella has a place in Montana. I think he's got family there. And has a house. They've got married there
Who?
in Montana.
Montana?
Sean.
Who? Oh,
He tried to get us to go up there.
I didn't realize that. I thought he lived in Dallas.
Well, he does, but he had a place in Montana. I don't know if it's a family place or what it is,
okay, I was confused.
but so then it probably would have been a little more, might have been able to convince him to do that. But I don't think Montana would be one of those places they would be looking at. I mean, it would need to be a city with easy airport access and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Cleveland. That'd be great.
Oh, look. Hi, Mike Nochi. Some wonderful people live in Dallas. Now, I never said there weren't wonderful people that lived in Dallas.
How do you know it's Mike? Is it Fritz? I can't see it in the chat
It
yet.
says Mike Noche.
Not in mine. It doesn't. I don't see him
Oh, it
yet.
doesn't.
But hey, Mike, my chat is doing its thing now. I got to refresh it. It's driving me nuts.
Motionless asks, is Primetime Aquatic on after? No, they were on last night, so they didn't switch nights.
Were they? Did they stream last night?
I think so.
I didn't. What were we doing last night? I didn't even see it.
I forgot. I don't know.
I'm such a bad person.
I don't remember either. Oh, what was last night? Oh, yeah, it's been a long week.
Who even knows? How do I not see a chat from Mike?
So,
Oh, there he is. Yeah, we do know a few nice, wonderful people in Dallas, Mike. And I was saying the nice things that I was saying about Dallas before I knew you were in the chat and very intimidated by your presence. If y'all don't know who Mike is, I'm not going to tell you who he is because I don't know if he wants it public information, but he's a very important guy. And, and he lives in that area. And I say very good things about Dallas. It's that one sitting across from me.
I don't like the weather.
That
I don't like the weather. I like the people at the airport. They were really nice. Like the people, when we were flying to Dallas because they lived in Dallas, those people were really, really nice. Remember?
No,
I do.
we've been there quite a few times, and
The people that live there are really nice.
every time we were there, what were there 3 years in a row, or was it
I didn't go
21,
one year.
22,
I stayed
23?
home. I stayed here the first year because
We didn't go in 24.
I couldn't leave the house alone.
Right. So I was there 3 years in a row. You went 2 years in a row. And the first two times there was never an issue under that bridge. It was only the third time that
You want to know why there wasn't an issue under the bridge the one time you went without me? Because the venue, you stayed at the hotel next to the venue and you didn't have to walk across under the bridge.
that's so true. And then the first year it was it was in the same venue all 3 years. But you're right, the hotels switched.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
So I got the shitty years.
Oh, easy. Good Lord.
Yeah.
But I do remember taking the trip with Carrie and the Adams family to Dealey Plaza, and that was
fun.
I mean, it's not, a place to go to celebrate, but it was
It was
that
a good
was a
place
moment
to
I'll
take
never
selfies.
forget. It's one of those bucket list places that, I'm glad that I finally got to see that. Would have never been able to see that if it hadn't been for Aquaella's. Because I don't know that we would have ever gone to Dallas. I'd love to go to Dallas and go to the Fritz facility, but Jason just spoiled that for me. Jeez, how dare he? He got there first. If we do ever go to a Dallas Aquaella again, I definitely want to do that. Even though Jason's already done it, I definitely want to go to Fritz and do that whole thing. But anyway, Finsanity with a $5 super chat. Lisa, I thought you were 26 years old until you mentioned Frogger. When did you mention Frogger?
Having to do Frogger through the
That's true. Yeah, having to dance around the human fecal matter on the ground. I bought 6 mystery snails from you a few weeks ago. They're huge,
Yay.
active, and really love each other. I mean, they are tight.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And yeah, glad to hear that. You should get some of this calcium and sweet, savory Cats Aquatics snail food for them before we run out.
Zen Ginger.
The Snello.
Zen Ginger just made the comment of the night award.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with Dallas except the football team.
Oh, that's funny.
It's my kind of talking right there. But there's 2 football teams in the state of Texas.
She likes the other team.
Okay, she's good then. No problems there. Dallas has a great stadium for tornadoes due to the low chance of touchdowns.
I've heard that before.
That's so. I take it back what I said about Zen Ginger. That is now Zen Ginger. That is now the comment of the night.
That's awesome.
My delivery guy for Uline, which is where we order all of our boxes and all that stuff from, he's a Dallas Cowboy fan, and every time he comes, which is almost every week, he's like, man, what are we going to do with that football team? This was the first thing he said to me yesterday. And I was like, I'm not in that world anymore. I'm finally back in that place where my team is good. So I'm enjoying your misery because he's a Cowboy fan.
Yeah, I know.
He's one of those crazy people. But anyway, it just skipped again. I love the YouTube chat feature. Love it. My wife agrees with you, though.
What?
Probably about the humidity part.
Oh.
I would imagine that's probably a common complaint by the ladies. Men are just like, whatever, who cares? Hair gets frizzy, so what? I don't have that problem.
That's why, like here, it's so bad. The humidity is so bad here in the summer. Usually, at least, definitely Monday through Thursday, I'm wearing a baseball cap and just put my hair back in a ponytail. I don't even deal with it because I don't care. But once I flat iron my hair, my hair is not going in a baseball cap for a couple days because I am taking advantage of the heat I just stuck on my head. It is going to be down for the next 2 days.
They said they would not be streaming last night. Yeah, I know.
Oh, they didn't?
I thought he said they were out of town this week. I don't remember, but I mean, we spent the day together on Friday doing podcasts, but that was, that was 7 days ago. So, so much has happened between now and then. Texas hotter than hot. I know Texas is hot, but it's daggone hot here. It has been this year.
It has.
But this last week, I've gotten more yard work done this last week.
He did. He got a lot of yard work done.
Than the whole rest of the summer. I mean, because it's been so nice outside.
Yeah.
I was out there today. It was fun. Love me some Texas. Listen, Mel, I've been thrilled with the state of Texas too. I don't know what Lisa's talking about.
I don't mind Texas if I don't have to walk outside.
I do. That year that it was at the, what's it called? The Anatole, where we stayed at the Anatole. Well, we stayed at the Anatole the first year and the third year. You didn't go the second year. That Anatole is really nice.
Oh, that hotel you were at?
No, the one across the street where you have to walk through the poop to get to it.
Yeah, that's the only one I ever stayed at.
Yeah, that one's really nice. The other one was nice too, but how important can it be if how important can he be if he lives in Dallas? If I had to choose between hell and Dallas, I'd have to seriously weigh my options.
Oh, Lord.
Coming from a man that lives in Chicago, really?
Chicago's got some good weather up there.
And great pizza.
No
So I
humidity.
I've enjoyed myself in Chicago, other than the night that Tanner almost got us killed. But
Lefty did drive on the wrong side of the road with me that time, too.
yeah, that was in Chicago going to the Aquascape place. He almost killed you in the car.
Yeah. Right, driving on the wrong side of the road. I was like, ah, yikes.
I honestly, I don't feel like there was any places that Daytona was a little iffy, little iffy.
Daytona. Oh, that's the place where you forgot about me and I was waiting outside of the airport for like an hour and like
Yes.
everybody was gone and I was all by myself sitting on the bench with my luggage at like 11 o'clock at night waiting for you.
It is. She's not exaggerating either. That airport at Daytona it's right next to the racetrack. We could see the turn of the racetrack. It was a ghost town. And then there was just you sitting there.
And I'm like, I'm available to get jumped or something. Come steal everything from me. Come in. You know, I'm just here all by myself with nothing to protect me. Just waiting for my husband to pick me up.
She didn't tell me she was there. But anyway, Whip, I will leave it up to Mike if he wants to say who he works for. But, I don't know. He is an important guy in our industry. I'll just say that. And I'm not brown-nosing either. I mean, it's true. He definitely is. But I don't want to put his information out there. But it wouldn't make sense if he lived in Chicago. I'll put it that way.
Right?
It makes sense that he lives in Dallas. Just got a 60 breeder. I love that tank.
Yeah.
Cool stocking ideas. I love that tank. I saw that tank for the first time when we were at Petco buying your snail tanks.
Oh, I remember because you were like.
Or were we buying the plant? I don't remember.
It was the snail tanks.
And I was like, what is this? I love that footprint. Stocking ideas. I hate when people ask me that. No offense, Cody. But the reason why I hate that question is because you put me on the spot and it's like, oh man, I got to think of something real quick. And it's tough. But I sure do love that tank. I would, I need to think on that, Cody. Let me think on it for a minute. And then I will let you know because that's a tough one. That's one of those ones that it's like you decide what fish you're going to keep and then you're like, oh, you know what? A 60 breeder would be perfect for that. Rather than doing it the other way around. Getting the tank and then deciding what fish you can get.
Yeah.
There's so many options though.
Like all your little community fish, of course.
That footprint,
Could even put some angels in there.
I'd be happy with angels in there. Some of your bigger tetras like Congos and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that would be a really good idea.
Heavily planted, of course. Duh.
You could have a nice little stock of imbunas, like the smaller imbunas that don't get really big.
I mean, maybe.
Just,
But-
I'm not talking about the ones that get huge. And you want to have enough to to make it to where they don't fight. So, because you don't want to just put 5 in there. You'd want to put like, I don't know, 12 yellow labs would work. And that would be pretty. It'd be a lot of yellow.
It's a great Coldplay song. I don't care what anybody says. I'll say it right to your face.
Coldplay ruins marriages.
Yeah, they ruined the marriages. I think that's right on the edge. I don't know. You have so many really cool options of community fish. I don't think I would go in Bunas, but that's just me. But I do like the angel idea. Mm. You know what the best fish in the world is? Cory cats. Best fish you've ever seen in your life. They could absolutely go in a 60-gallon, and you'd be thrilled with some angels and some Congos, and then you get the stink eye from your wife. But at least you're having fun. Katie Flores, I hope I'm saying your name right, Katie. Chicago was a nightmare for me. It was so windy. I went in the month of November. We were there in November too, weren't we? It was cold, but it wasn't windy.
Really? That was Daytona.
Daytona was super windy. But Chicago is the windy city. We didn't spend a heck of a lot of time outside in Chicago, though, because it was at that place in Schaumburg where everything was connected. So we never really had to go outside.
Oh, that's true.
But
I really like that place.
It was nice.
That's a cool place.
And Whit brought me pizza.
Yeah.
EJ, pretty nice place, but maybe not as many niche options. But they have the most. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm trying so hard to scroll this without the thing skipping.
Oh.
And a lot of people are talking to each other, and I don't know what they're talking about. I just got a 60 breeder Petco brand Imagitarium, and the plastic center brace is bowing. Is the tank safe to use? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That center brace is so important. I don't know that I would be okay with that. And when you say, okay, here's the thing. If that brace is bowing and then you fill it with water and it flattens out, does that make you feel better? That means that water's pushing. And
yeah, that would be bad.
I would not like that at all. Rain of Zippy. I would take that bad boy back and get another one is what I'd do. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Especially PetSmart will be like, yeah, no problem. I mean, they're really good about that. So I would do that.
Yeah.
Oh, there it went. Yep, it just went. So now I have to find my place again. I was trying so hard for that not to happen. There we are. Oh, I'm not that far behind. I had no idea you were in Chi-Town. If I'd known that, you would have definitely made my trip worth it. Okay. This is why I hate only going with the chat, because now you have this awkward moment here. Give him song lyrics for him to guess at. He loves that. I do love that. That's fun. Except when I don't know the answer. Then it bothers me.
I was singing some song lyrics earlier and you guessed them. You said it. I sounded just like them.
Yeah, it really was. It was uncanny.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that song was.
I think it was an Imagine Dragons.
It was Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My yellow labs just had babies. Well, see, there you go.
That's fun.
I saw one in there today that's like that big.
I know. They're growing.
Like,
they're not eating their fry now. I love it.
He's like an actual juvenile, not a fry anymore.
Like Dude was when Dude was
Yep.
little.
Who knows which one Dude is now?
Yeah.
It's probably one of the biggest ones in there.
That's hilarious.
Electric Blue Acaras. That's a great option for that 60 breeder. I love that. To go with the Angels and the Congos. How about that? I have a 40 gallon with 5 I always get myself in trouble when I read these. with 5 mollies, 6 neon tetras, 3 corridoras, best fish ever, 6 mystery snails, and 1 dwarf gourami. Please don't have this. Please not have this be what else can I put in the tank. Please don't do that.
Finish reading that.
Do you think that's fully stocked? If not,
Just say it's fully stocked.
it's fully stocked. Leave it alone.
No, actually, and I'm not being funny here, I would get more corridoras because you only have 3. You should have at least 6 for them to really be happy. So get some more corridoras. You already got 3, so might as well get more. If you didn't have any, I wouldn't recommend it. But since you already have them, get more.
Okay, I can't do it anymore because
Why?
my chat keeps skipping and it's making me crazy.
Oh, okay. Well, Emma sent a message, a member for 9 months. Thank you, Emma. Moving to Texas, and I'm going to be able to set up my own true fish room. Just wait how many corridors I'm going to keep in that place. You know what, Emma? You should let me send you mine.
Oh.
And I'm not being funny here. You would love them. You're a Corridora fan. And I'm just upset with them right now. I feel like you'd give them a good home. So not until, like, I want to get through August, especially with you being in Texas. Maybe the end of September, early October would be better. We should talk about it. So.
Okay, song for you. Living fast and dying young like an endless poetry. My motor psycho nightmare freak out inside of me. My soul salvation liberation on the drive. The power of the blaster moved me faster. What? I don't know. Whip's World, out of nowhere, sent me lyrics a few weeks ago. Okay, Whip, it might have been a couple of months ago. I don't remember when it was. And I don't remember the song, but it was a Breaking Benjamin song. Breaking Benjamin's one of my favorite bands, and it was one of my favorite songs. But when you read it, it's totally different than hearing it. So that might be a song I've heard 100,000 times, but I just don't know what it is.
Thunder
because
Kiss 65.
That's not Thunderkiss. Why did you say that? Did somebody guess Thunderkiss?
Everybody did.
Is it Thunderkiss? No.
Okay.
Really?
I don't know.
I used to sing that song in a band, and I didn't remember the lyrics being that. But I also kind of made it up as I went. You don't even really need to know the lyrics, but
Yeah.
Is that really Thunderkiss?
Sing it again.
It is Thunderkiss. I'll be damned. It is. Absolutely. 100% is. Now that I'm reading it with the melody in my head, it absolutely is. You got me. You got me good on that one. I feel quite stupid because I love that song. And I used to sing. Apparently, I didn't know the lyrics.
You sing like me.
Oddball lyrics. Thanks a lot. Know you love the thing I've got. You've never seen the likes of me. Why I'm the biggest thing since World War III. I don't know. Jane says from Jane's Addiction. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously not. That was a joke and it didn't really land. But that, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Oh.
This is a Corridors appreciation post. I have a few of my own, and I love how playful and active they are with each other.
Aw.
They are the best, aren't they? They're just...
They just don't work for me in my tank. So, and there's only one tank they could go in, and I can't put them in another tank because that would be mean. So, I mean, I could for maybe a month or two, but I got to get them out of the 125 because I'm redoing it. Like, I am redoing that entire 125. I got to get a lot of plants out of there. I just got to really clean that tank up so that the angels can swim in it. And then I got 2 sets of other fish, community fish to stick in there that I can't wait to see them, you know, interacting. It's going to be amazing. But I do want to get the Cory cats out. So.
Did Dennis put up lyrics too? Finished with my woman because she couldn't help me with my mind. That one sounds more familiar. I don't know. Lyrics are so hard because you can't hear it, and that's trouble. Is it Ozzy? That would be appropriate for given the circumstances over the last couple of years or a couple of weeks. I got to tell y'all, since it's past our time here, it's 9:30, so we can talk about whatever we want now. I had something interesting happen to me that involves music the other day. And it's wild to me that this can still happen. At 51 years old, this kind of thing can happen, and it makes no sense to me how I can hear a band and absolutely love them, and I'm like, this is a great new band that I've never heard before, but they're amazing and I love them. And then I find out it's a band that's been out for like 10 years.
Oh, that's funny.
That happened to me this year. Or this year. This week this happened to me. I was doing my normal bedtime routine. Right before I go to bed, for some reason, I watch a bunch of YouTube shorts, and I hate it because all of a sudden I look at the clock and it's like, oh my God, it's midnight. The song was Free Fall, not Free Fallin'. I know Tom Petty. Free Fall from Nevermore. And it was the Chris Daughtry version. And the song, the short that played was a live version of that song with Chris Daughtry live. I'm a big Chris Daughtry fan. And I heard this and I was like, what? Like, this band is great. And I searched them on YouTube and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this band is incredible. It's as if, what did I say when I was talking about them the other day? It's as if Breaking Benjamin and somebody else, I don't remember, had a baby. That's this band. The singer is absolutely incredible, and the musicianship, the band is just amazing. That song Free Fall is unbelievable, and I was like, this band is great. I can't wait. Like, they're really going to go somewhere. But no, they've been out for like 10 years. I'm like, how did I never hear of this band? Like, that makes no sense to me, but it's true. It happened. And so yeah, and the ladies will love the singer from Nevermore. He's quite the looker. He kind of is. But he's a great singer, so that's really all that matters. I Prevail is a great band. I am not happy with them right now. Not happy with them because they got rid of what's his name, and that really bothers me because Brian, that's right. Completely forgot it. His name escaped me. I'm a big Eric fan. I love the songs that Eric does, but Brian was my guy with that band, and they got rid of him, and it really bothers me. The last couple of songs that they've released, I've been like, okay, that's fine. It's good, but not as good as when Brian was with them. I started my 5 Panda Cories about 3 years ago in my 75-gallon Angel community tank. Now I have 20 from them breeding. There is nothing cuter than a juvenile Panda Cory. Oh, I would argue, Simon, Yellow lab fry.
I've had baby Corys, like they bred in there. Like I've had all them eggs everywhere. They will breed, and the baby Corys are really cute. But yeah,
Baby Corys are adorable. All baby fish are adorable, if we're being honest with each
I
other.
like all baby fish.
But yellow labs are great.
I don't know. I really like baby Oscars. They're
Baby
so
Oscars are adorable.
cute.
I can't believe no one has said anything about Nevermore. Like, really? Am I the only one that's ever heard of this band? Come on. I like Stone Sour. I love Stone Sour. Rumor spreading around in that Texas town about that shack outside of LaGrange. Hey, we went to LaGrange. And you know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you want to go to the home out on the range. Again, it sounds so familiar to me. But I don't know. Somebody guessing ZZ Top. Well, that would make sense. I don't dislike ZZ Top, but I've never been a huge listener of ZZ Top.
Are you jealous of their beards?
Maybe a little. Okay, apparently it is ZZ Top because everybody's saying that. Did you mean to get me the zero sugar one?
I thought they were all zero sugar.
That is blasphemous. No, this one has sugar in it. That's what real men drink right there. It's not. It's actually quite good, but it has that diet taste.
I had no idea. I got two different kinds. It was buy a 12-pack, get a 12-pack free. So I just picked. I thought they were just one kind. I didn't know there was two different kinds.
John, Sublime. I love Sublime. I always have. And I think what they're doing now with the son is amazing. And he's such a good singer. He's such a good entertainer. And I think it's an amazing story. I love that so much. If you don't know, their singer passed away like 20 years ago. He had like a 3-year-old son when he died. And that son is now the singer for the band. And it's completely brought him back to life. And it's amazing. And now Whip's World is vomiting. I don't know if he's vomiting because people are talking about falling in reverse or because they're talking about diet sodas. I don't know what he's vomiting for. But there you go. Ironically, the drummer who is named Beard doesn't have one. That's funny. He always did stand out. Like, is he in the same band?
That's funny.
ZZ Top is very talented, and I like them. I've just never been a big Monster fan. Westworld is vomiting over Sublime. Well, that's fine because I know the music you listen to. You're just not as diverse as I am when it comes to your music taste. That's all it is. You need to expand a little bit, Whip. That's all. I would be interesting. I'd be interested, Whip. Google or don't Google YouTube Free Fall from Nevermore and let me know what you think. It's not your kind of music, but I still would be interested in what you think because you and I do have a lot of the same tastes, but also not. I saw Greta Van Fleet and Cat Williams live this year. Need more under my belt.
I think that would be so fun to see Cat Williams.
Now, was that at the same show? Because that's weird. That would make no sense. Unless there's a band named Cat Williams as well as the comedian. That's not Carl in the background. That is Baby Kitty in the background. Cat Williams is hilarious. His last special, it wasn't as great as the one that he did where he was wearing the green suit was immaculate. That was so funny.
I like that one guy. He's so freaking funny. I forgot his name.
Oh, the one guy.
You know, the one comedian that I found on YouTube that you were like, oh, he was on this one show. And the Asian guy.
Oh, the guy from Silicon Valley. Yeah, I don't remember his name. Yeah, he's
so
funny.
I really
Comedian Cat Williams about 3 months after Greta. Okay. Greta Van Fleet is a very talented group of young guys.
I'll find him.
I'm not into them, but it's not
Follow
because I dislike them. I've just never gotten into them. But their singer too is like, wow. He is like the second coming of Freddie Mercury.
Oh, I thought I followed him.
Follow who?
That one funny guy. Huh.
80s is awesome.
I bet he'd be in my home feed.
Y'all, was the Guns N' Roses hair metal, that was in last week's podcast, right?
Huh?
The debate that Jason and I had about
Monday.
that was on Monday's podcast.
Yeah.
I'd love to get y'all's opinion on it. Was Guns N' Roses hair metal?
I don't feel like Guns N' Roses is hair metal.
I don't think they were.
It's metal, but hair metal is the pretty people. And Axl Rose was not pretty.
When I think
Bret
of
Michaels from Poison and, you know.
David Coverdale, Kip Winger,
Yeah.
Dokken, there's so many hair metal bands.
Ugh,
But Guns N' Roses is not one of them.
Ugh.
And
Yeah.
I made the argument to him that Appetite for Destruction is one of the best albums that's ever been produced, ever. And he disagreed, and that's why him and I are no longer friends.
Just because they had long hair doesn't mean they were hair metal.
Or they were out in the mid-'80s.
I just feel like hair metal goes with, I don't know. I think of hair metal as pretty men.
David Coverdale, Don Dokken, like I
Pretty
said,
men.
Cinderella.
Axl Rose was not pretty.
No.
Slash was not pretty. They were,
Steven Adler, Duff, they were good-looking guys back in the day.
but they weren't pretty. They
Izzy
weren't
Stradlin never...
hair
ugh.
metal to me. But Bret Michaels, yeah.
Bret
I
Michaels is
tried
a
to
beautiful
get
man.
you- I tried to get you to go to that concert a couple weeks ago because they were 45 minutes from here, and that would have been amazing. Look What the Cat Dragged In. Come on. Of course, that was my favorite song.
You know, maybe it's biased because people are here on our stream, but everybody seems to be agreeing with us and not Jason
Oh,
that they are not hair metal. Once again,
I like Motley Crue. I like
Motley Crue is a tough one.
I liked them,
They were all really pretty. All of them. Maybe not Mick Mars, but
but they were more heavy metal, in my opinion.
I don't know more heavy than Whitesnake, Dokken, Poison. I mean, I love Motley Crue.
But they were prettier. They had the black eyeliner.
I mean-
they wore makeup and stuff.
Every woman in the 80s was in love with either Nikki Sixx or Vince Neil. Every one of them. And that, to me,
That Tommy guy.
people didn't like Tommy Lee until that tape.
Well,
Then they were
that
like,
was-
oh, there's that, huh?
But Heather Locklear was before that.
That's true.
So
She didn't steer the boat with her. Never mind. What was I? What were we talking about again? Warrant, Skid Row. Skid Row's another one. That's tough.
Skid Row, yeah.
I put Skid Row.
Hair.
Oh.
Yeah, more hair.
Yeah.
He was pretty. Sorry.
Very pretty, but I just don't know if.
White Zombie was not hair metal.
No.
None of them were pretty.
No. Indeed, no.
No.
Can you elaborate what tape? I will not. But yeah, Tommy Lee has something that most of us don't. He has abilities that most of us don't. I was in love with Rick Savage from Def Leppard. I caught his guitar pick at the Municipal Auditorium in Nashville.
Oh.
See, Def Leppard, I struggle calling them hair.
They're hair metal.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
want you to say
They
that.
are. They're hair metal. Pretty. They're pretty too.
Spell Skid Row backwards. Much better name. Oh. Never done that before.
What?
That's the Pamela Anderson tape, not Tommy Lee. That's true.
Oh.
Tommy Lee was a secondary character in that, but there was a third character in that too. That was a very tall character that everybody talks about, and was steering the boat for a little bit of that tape.
Really? There was 3 people?
Practically.
Okay, I'm confused.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. Everybody who knows that's listening to this is laughing their balls off right now. Because they know what I'm talking about and you don't, which makes it hilarious. Twisted Sister, not hair metal. Just because you have big hair doesn't make you hair metal. Megadeth, Anthrax, no, not hair metal. Okay, those are metal. Yeah, they're the big 4: Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer. Anybody that calls them hair metal is just stupid. How about that? Tripod, Lisa. Stop it now. Knock it off. I'm not going to show her the tape because I want to protect my manhood, but it's not like I have a copy of it. I'm just saying. I'm sure it's online somewhere. You can find it.
Oh
but
my gosh.
Motley Crue became hair metal when they became mainstream. You know what? I think that's a good point. When Dr. Feelgood came out, that might be when they crossed over. But at the Shout at the Devil days, not hair metal. I think they crossed over, though. So I think that's a good point. Def Leppard isn't metal either. No, I never said they were metal. But not hair.
Pantera was definitely not hair metal.
Oh, good God, no.
I saw Pantera and White Zombie in concert back when I was like young, 17, 18, I don't remember. Young. Yeah, that was fun.
Quiet Riot, not hair metal. Not hair metal. And Randy Rhoads left Quiet Riot to go play with Ozzy. I don't know why I'm bringing that up. I just felt like talking about that, given what's happened in the last couple of weeks. Both legends no longer with us. But anyway, Stryper, hair metal, definitely. And Cinderella and yeah, everybody. Yeah, there was plenty of hair metal bands, but guess what? Guns N' Roses wasn't one of them.
Iron Maiden wasn't one of them either.
Oh no.
No.
Iron Maiden's in the same category as Sabbath and Judas Priest, and those are metal bands. Megadeth, Metallica, Slayer. Great White, hair. Dokken, hair. Definitely. Any band, maybe Great White was not this way, but like Don Dokken's known for being a good-looking dude, and Kip Winger's known for being a good-looking dude, and Bret Michaels, and all of these bands, I forget the guy's name from Warrant, and David Coverdale, speaking of tripods, they named Whitesnake after it, known for being a beautiful man. Any band that had a beautiful lead singer, hair metal, hair band.
White Lion, I had their poster.
White Lion hair for sure.
I had my walls in my bedroom. I had White Lion, Skid Row, Poison, of course, Bon Jovi. Who else? I'm trying to remember. I know I had those 4.
Bon Jovi's hair. Just saw Pantera with Metallica and Slayer about a month ago. What a show! What? All three? I knew Pantera was opening for Metallica, and Zach Wilde's playing with them now. I did not know that Slayer. What a show that would have been! I would have gone to that and sat in the back row because I don't feel like mixing it up with all them people.
All them people are probably your age too now.
Oh, they're older than me. Metallica
No,
guys are like
I'm
pushing
talking
60.
about the people going to see them.
Oh yeah, I watch a lot of like the Metallica tour now, and there's a lot of old people there. Surprisingly high amount of young people there too. But
I'm sure that the mixture of women will look very different when it comes to their clothing not being on
what?
in some of those concerts now,
Who?
because women in the like 80s were known for taking off their top at those concerts.
Oh yeah,
And now, with most of them being older
in their 50s.
and
Woo!
things maybe not being quite as perky as they used to be, between the newer women going, the younger women that may be going, and the older women that are still fans, that would be comical.
Yeah, that's tough. Curtis said, I saw Metallica during the 90s, 2 different tours. Yeah, I saw them in 92 with Guns N' Roses, the not hair metal band. And Faith No More opened up for those two.
Oh, that was a good.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an incredible... Guns N' Roses was touring on the Use Your Illusion albums, and Metallica was touring on the Black Album. Use Your Illusion is not... 1 and 2 is not as good as Appetite for Destruction, but great albums. And the Black Album, forget about it. It's like the best-selling album of all time. RFK, yeah, that's where I saw him, was at RFK.
It's the same fans. They just have to lift the shirt a tiny bit now.
That's not their belly. That's funny. My first concert was POD at Six Flags, Arlington, Texas. POD, what a great band that was too. Didn't they turn into like Christian rock? Not that makes them bad, but I think they kind of did. But
I hope if there's older women here, you're not offended by what I said, because I'm one of you too. So
seeing Metallica when Cliff was still alive, that would have been the holy grail of all holy grails. When I saw him, it was with Jason, and he was great. I wasn't with Jason Adams.
Oh.
It was Jason Newsted, and he was phenomenal. I mean, I'm sure Trujillo is, well, of course he is just as good. I've seen him on YouTube a million times. But God, I would have loved to have seen him with Cliff. I mean, it wasn't there much, but that would have been unbelievable. I would have loved to have seen that. It was meh. POD was always Christian rock. Okay. I didn't know that. I watched White Zombie open for Metallica. That's a show. When I saw White Zombie, who opened for them? I don't know. They were not the opening band like they were when you saw them. They were the headlining band.
I never saw them as a headlining band, just opening band.
And I saw Glenn Danzig open for Ozzy one time. That was awesome. I'll say this, Cliff was a total beast on bass. He was. I mean, and I'm not saying that because he passed away. I mean, he was brilliant.
Joe said he saw Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer. That would have been cool to see Vanilla Ice. I definitely would have. Well, and I liked MC Hammer too back then. What am I saying? He, what was that song that
Pumps in the Bump?
No, the other one that was really popular with his balloon pants. Oh, I can't remember. I had the shirt of this song, and I can't remember.
Can't Touch This?
Can't Touch This. That's what it was. Yeah.
Seen Metallica on the Ride the Lightning tour. Oh, I think my sister saw them on that tour too. I would have loved to see them then. Ride the Lightning's my favorite album from Metallica. So I would have absolutely loved to have seen that.
So who was the New Kids on the Block fan? Not going to lie, I was for a couple years when I was like 12 or 13. I had my moment, okay? I'm not proud of it.
You know, we've all made mistakes.
Yeah.
Hell no, that's 100% accurate. Burton was super fantastic. Oh, he definitely was. Just the intro for Whom the Bell Tolls alone is legendary. And nobody plays it like him. I haven't heard anybody play it like him. And one of my best friends is an extraordinary bass player. He can't touch that. I don't know what it is. The sound that he got out of that bass was just at a different level than anyone else I've ever heard. And I'll say it to your face. And I would say it even if he was still alive to this day. I'm not one of those people that talks great about people when they die. He died 40 years ago. I mean, that wasn't 40 years ago, but I bet you it was close. Hey, Siri, when did Cliff Burton die? I bet you it was like 83, 84. I'm going to guess 85. 86. 86. Slap at the bass. I wonder if Davey 504 can play it. Well, he probably can. I said what I said about Cliff, and Metallica is one of my favorite bands of all time, and
yeah, definitely.
And Master of Puppets and Kill 'Em All with him on it is unbelievable. And Ride the Lightning. No, he wasn't on Ride the Lightning. Master of Puppets was the last one, right? No, he was. Yeah, Jason came on for And Justice for All. Davey 504 might be the best bass player I've ever heard. I'm BSing you. I think he might be. That guy is incredible. Just like that guy.
That guy?
You know, that guy. Oh, what's his name? The drummer that does everything with one arm, and he's like the best drummer in the world. Current guy on YouTube. Absolutely insane. Might be the best drummer on the planet right now. Trent Reznor, I bet, is amazing live. Seen him. I saw Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails, on the Lollapalooza tour, which was the very first Lollapalooza. And it would have probably been, I don't know what year. I don't know what year it was. Jane's headlined. Butthole Surfers, Susie and the Banshees, Henry Rollins, which I loved because I was a huge Black Flag fan. 9 Inch Nails, Body Count with Ice-T. I shook Ice-T's hand. Living Color, and then Jane's Addiction headlined, and 9 Inch Nails played, and it Head Like a Hole had just come out, so 9 Inch Nails was like brand new. And I've told this, I don't know if I've ever told this on a live stream before. It was absolutely fascinating. I did not know anything about 9 Inch Nails. Nothing about them. But when they started the show, there was the smoke, like the smoke gun things that send smoke up. And it was like a wall of smoke going across the entire stage, just fog going straight up. And Trent Reznor had the microphone cord wrapped around his head like 25 times like a mummy. Oh. And he just popped his head out of the smoke and started singing like a wild man. And I was like, what is this? Like, you couldn't see anybody else. but his head sticking out of the smoke. It was wild. And that was my introduction to Nine Inch Nails.
Wow.
But they put on a great show.
That smoke you're talking about, it really bothered me when I went to the Justin Timberlake concert back in 2017, 18. I just remember that smoke was so bad. Not as bad as what you probably experienced.
Well, no, this was outdoors, so it didn't bother me.
Yeah, this was at the where the Capitals play.
Capital Center. Or I think it was called the MCI Center then, but now it's Capital One Arena, I think.
Yeah, it was Capital One Arena then too, but it was just so bad. My eyes were burning. I was like, oh, this is just actually ruining my experience of being here. So I don't like that stage smoke.
Flea. Flea's a great musician. I don't care what anybody says. All of those guys are great musicians. Tool puts on a great show. I have so many regrets for not seeing Tool. I would love to see them so much. I watched them on the Ozzy tribute thing. They were great. Everybody was great on that. Draymond came out and was with... Why am I forgetting who he was with? Who did David Draymond come out with? I don't remember. But I even liked Ozzy's not real son, Youngblood, came out and did changes. That was incredible. Les Claypool of Primus. Why am I forgetting Les? My bad on that. Yeah, Les might be the best bass player of all time.
I'm sad I didn't get to ever see Tom Petty.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, because, he's definitely a favorite. I wish I had got to see Tom Petty.
The one for me is Lane Staley, Alice in Chains. I've seen Alice in Chains. I saw Alice in Chains open for Guns N' Roses, but it was post Lane Staley. Mm-hmm. And the new guy that sings for Alice in Chains now is great, but it's not Lane. Nobody has a voice like that guy did. But anyway, I thought we stopped talking about Tommy Lee tapes. Tommy Lee's packing heat. Okay, that's all you need to know.
I kind of got that
He's
from all the hints.
Got a Louisville Slugger down there that he does tricks with. He's gifted, okay? That's all I'm going to say. As if being a rock star and being crazy rich and talented isn't enough. First of all, he's 60 and looks like he's 30. And then there's also the gifts.
I really never thought he was that attractive. Something about
I'm not
him.
saying he's attractive. I'm just saying he's
I'm just
got a
saying,
grand slam going on down there. And
I guess being in a famous band and everything makes you, look at
Makes
Mick
it grow?
Jagger. Mick Jagger was not an attractive guy either, but, he's rich in a band. So that other guy, what's his butt? Steve Tyler from Aerosmith, not attractive at all. But women like, guys in bands and money, and they don't care about the looks, I guess. I kind of like bald men myself. Something about bald men. So
she's a big fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. Ooh, Beastie Boys. I love Beastie Boys. Well, loved them. Most of them are not even here anymore, but...
Only one of them.
Yeah.
Robert Plant was packing too. I never heard that, but I heard David Coverdale. That's where the name Whitesnake came from. I don't know if that's absolutely true, but that's what I heard. That's where they got that band name from.
I tell you what, when I was going to the gym last year before I had my surgery, I was listening to a lot of Eminem. It was making me lift. I felt like I was strong.
Eminem, known for extraordinary talent. Nobody's ever made any comment about him being gifted as far as the gifts Tommy Lee has. I don't know. Maybe he is. I would never know. But can we not talk about that anymore?
I'm not.
Anyone
You
know
are.
who Jaco Pastorius is? I know that name, but why am I drawing a blank? I do know that name. Anyway, Gene Simmons. I don't think anybody in KISS, and this might be blaspheme for me to say this, I don't think anybody in KISS is known for being extraordinarily talented musicians. I think they are extraordinarily talented entertainers. For that, they are phenomenal. I don't know that anyone in the history of music commentary has ever put Gene Simmons on the list of best bass players. But best entertainers? Oh, yeah. I mean, who does it better than KISS? They're amazing. But I don't think they're extraordinarily talented musicians.
This band literally made themselves not sound like they were packing heat. Limp Bizkits.
It's true. That's true. We're talking way too much about packing heat here today. It's you're
So-
talking about body parts, his tongue.
Shout
Yeah.
out to all my boys packing that grain of rice. Feel a certain way right now. Okay, yeah, we should stop. Y'all are making me laugh.
Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
had that. I had that.
she
CD.
doesn't get it, y'all.
I get it.
Oh, okay, you get it.
I used to listen to that with David in the car. No wonder.
Explains a lot. One word, Youngblood. That him doing changes was awesome. I've never heard of that guy, Youngblood. Never knew anything about. I mean, I shouldn't say I never heard of him. I knew who he was because I knew the whole story with him being involved with the Osbournes, but I've never heard him sing. And when I saw that, you should watch it. You'll either love it or you'll absolutely hate it.
What are you talking about?
Like 2 weeks before he died, they did a big Black Sabbath / Ozzy Osbourne tribute.
I know.
He is a young musician, current modern day musician. I don't know what kind of music he does, but he did the song Changes. I'm going through changes. He did that song. And with Nuno Betancourt, you want to have a conversation about some of the most talented musicians in history, and the drummer from Sleep Token and some bass player. I don't know who it was. And it's incredible. His version of Changes is unbelievable. You should listen to it. I think you'd like it.
Okay.
Love Chris Cornell. Oh, God, yes. 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 Can you sing the Changes chord again? I will do no such thing.
So why don't you tell people how you feel about Nirvana?
I don't think anybody's ready to hear that now.
Oh.
See, what y'all are getting right now, y'all are getting the member stream. That's what we're doing right now. No, I've said it many times. I am a fan of Nirvana music. I am not a fan of Kurt Cobain, and never was.
Yeah.
That I like some of their songs, but I did not like him. And there you go. That's one of those that people put him on a pedestal and say he's one of the best songwriters ever and all that. It's nonsense. If he didn't die, people wouldn't be saying that. I'm sorry, but I said it, and I'll say it to your face. I'm not saying he was a bad musician. I just don't think he was this exceptional songwriter that everybody makes him out to be. Their songs were super simple, they were super catchy, and his lyrics made no sense. They were dumb. How are you going to tell me... Oh, don't get me started.
Sorry. Is that a cat on the porch? Is there a cat out there?
When you look at...
No.
What are the 4 bands that everybody talks about when you mention grunge music? 4 of them.
Nirvana, Green Day.
Oh, God, no. No.
Okay, I meant not Green Day. What am I thinking? Smashing Pumpkins.
No.
I didn't mean that.
Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
everybody's...
I was just, it was on the tip of my tongue. I really was.
Of all four of those bands, Nirvana was the worst. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not saying Chris Novoselic
I like Pearl Jam.
and Dave Grohl are bad musicians. I'm not saying any of those people are musicians. I'm saying as bands, I would put Pearl Jam at the top. I don't even know if I would do that. I would put Pearl Jam, Alice, and Soundgarden all at the same level, and then Nirvana like 12 steps down. I'm sorry. It's just that's just the way I feel. You forgot Stone Temple Pilots. They're not part of the big four as far as what people talk about when it comes to grunge music. I love me some Stone Temple Pilots. I'm not going to lie to you, but Smashing Pumpkins, absolutely my favorite band. They started pretty grunge. I don't think they were ever grunge. I think they came out
What would you consider Red Hot Chili Peppers to be?
funk.
Yeah. Because they were like, you know, doing the headbanging stuff, but dancing around and like...
Punk, funk.
Yeah.
And Chili Peppers were out in the 80s. They were out way before grunge started.
Yeah.
But I do not put Smashing Pumpkins in the grunge category. And I don't think Billy Corgan would either. And they're from Chicago, not Seattle. Grunge was like a Seattle thing. I don't think they would be grunge. Rage Against the Machine, definitely not grunge. I used to sing Killing in the Name of with the band I was in. And I was in a band in my early 20s. We played in a guy's garage. We did like 3 gigs. We were never it was a fun hobby band. It was never anything serious. So don't start thinking I was some kind of aspiring professional musician. It wasn't anything like that. It was just for fun. And I loved it so much. Weird Al, Nirvana, better than Nirvana. I agree. Goo Goo Dolls, grunge. Hell no. What? No. I like Goo Goo Dolls, and I will not apologize for that. Yeah. Iron Maiden drummer Nico McBrain, Jason Newsted, and Linda Lindstrom. The group released 2 singles for charity, Out of My Mind and Holy Water, in 2011. I've never heard of that. I'd like to hear it. I did not get your thoughts, Whip, on Nevermore either. It probably means you hate it. You hate them. It's going to hurt my feelings. Smashing Pumpkins pre-emo. Oh, they're definitely not emo, for crying out loud. No way. I love Smashing Pumpkins. And they're not grunge or they're just rock and roll music is what they are. They're not any. I don't think they have really any label, title, genre, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I think it's probably about that time. You get me talking about my dislike for Kurt Cobain. Alternative. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. It's probably time for me to go when we start talking about Kurt Cobain.
Because you might slip and say something not appropriate.
Oh, no, I never say anything stupid. I never say anything appropriate. I dislike Kurt Cobain.
Funny.
I dislike him. I dislike how he went out. I think he's a coward. I think he's a jerk. I think he was a jerk before he did that. I think everybody knew he was a jerk. And then he did that, which is a bitch move. And everybody made him a saint. And I think that's embarrassing. Because he was not this magician that everybody called him or everybody made him out to be. And I think it's ridiculous when they do. Couple of catchy songs. Sure. I like some of their songs, but not anywhere close to those other three grunge bands that I was talking about. Sorry. You can hate me, but it's not his fault that Courtney killed him. You know what? That's a fun rabbit hole to fall down because everybody knows that woman is bat-ass crazy and a psychopath. But no, I think he did it, and probably did it to get away from her. And he had
my gosh.
he had a newborn baby at home, which makes him even more of a scumbag. Screw that guy. Sorry. Building shrines to him in Seattle and all. Are you crazy? Lane Staley died like 10 years ago. Again, drug overdose. Can't feel sorry for him. You can feel a heck of a lot more sorry for him than you could Kurt Cobain, though, because I understand addiction and I understand how powerful it is. And he died alone and was dead for 2 weeks before anybody found him. I don't see anybody making Lane Staley into a saint. He was 1,000 times better musician than Kurt Cobain was. Why is it that people don't put him on the pedestal? Answer me that question.
I don't know. Yeah, but Leslie Perry was asking about an update about Roxy, so
That's a better way to end things up.
Roxy is still hanging in there. She's definitely getting old, that's for sure. She does go back. She has to go back for another Cushing's test in 3 weeks because she had to do whenever they have to adjust her medication for Cushing's, they have to do a test. Then they tell me how much they have to up her, I forget what trilostane is. Trilostane. They have to up her trilostane. Once they up her trilostane, then they have to see her back in 2 weeks. She goes for the entire day. I drop her off. They do all the testing. I pick her up a couple days later. They call me back about her results, and then they adjust her trilostane again usually, and then she's got to go back again, and then it's like 6 tests in a row, and they're pretty darn expensive. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but every time she gets a test, she goes, they up her medication, and it's what I'm doing for her to keep her around now. I could just say, let's just let nature take its course, whatever, but Roxy's family, and she's definitely progressing though, because, she gets up, and it's like clockwork now, 6 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock. It's always like an hour or two before we want to get up. So one of us is getting up, taking her out to go pee, and then she goes back upstairs, goes to bed. But when I'm super duper tired and I forget about the alarm, I'll just open the door up and let her out, and then the alarm's going off and it wakes John up, and he's having to take care of turning it off. So it's a crazy thing. But yeah, she's starting to have more accidents in the house, which is also a sign her Cushing's is progressing. And that's even with her trilostane being up to the amount it's at. So I've been keeping the carpet shampooer out. I just keep it out now because I don't like pee on the carpet. And this is a big reason why we don't go anywhere to any events or anything either, because I need to be there. She will tell us if she has to go to the bathroom. She doesn't just go pee, for no reason. She will walk to the back door, but if we're not immediately opening it when she's ready, she goes and finds a spot. It's either one of two areas, and she'll pee. And I have to make sure I'm on it. Or if we're, not in the house working, I have to make sure I come back and check on her to let her out, because she has to go out a lot more often now. So she's still doing good, Other than that, she's just getting old, and I'm not going to be able to save her forever. But she's doing pretty good, Leslie.
She is hanging in there, and she is really starting to show symptoms, and it's pretty sad to see. But she is, I mean, she goes in and out. Like, she'll be kind of down, and then all of a sudden she'll be back to her normal self. And she can still jump up on the couch and
But she wasn't
chill on the
jumping up.
couch.
You remember she wasn't jumping up on the couch for a long time there. And then I switched her diet to the canned
Yep.
chicken.
Yep.
And it was like that change was huge for her. Just switching her diet helped. So, but yeah, she puts herself to bed early. So she is still climbing stairs to go to bed, which is impressive. It could be worse. So she'll do that even after going out in the morning. She'll go put herself back to bed. She's a lot more lazier than her lazy beagle self used to be, though. Definitely more lazy.
Does John pee on the carpet? I haven't in a while.
Not.
Only if I'm Ambien drunk sometimes. But
You better not. That'll be the last time you take Ambien.
what's exactly Cushing's? I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to describe it. Like
It
what
has
the
to-
typical symptoms are.
Well, it has to do with the cortisol levels. So when your cortisol levels aren't right, because not only dogs get Cushing's, other animals, people, well, I don't know if people do, but I know other animals can get Cushing's. But yeah, so the trilostane is to keep her cortisol levels regulated so they're not too high, or and you have to do the test at a certain time all the time, because if you don't, if she were to get too much trilostane and it not be adjusted appropriately, it can be bad for her. So
When her quality of life deteriorates, don't wait. Let her go with dignity. It's hard, but it's best for her. Your heart will break. We've done it. I've done it several times. And it is the worst. But yeah, Lisa and I are both in agreement that
yeah.
there does get a point where it's the point of no return. And she's not there. She's not even close to there right now.
Well, I
But-
know after her 4th surgery to take off her 4th tumor, I was like, I don't want to put her through surgery again. And that was, 2 years ago was her last surgery. And that's when they found the Cushing's. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've taken
As if
this
she hasn't
dog.
been enough.
I've taken this dog to get surgeries for cancer and removing tumors 4 times. Now she's got Cushing's, and it's like in 2020 is when we really thought, like we thought, we found out she had cancer and she had surgery, and they were still monitoring her up in Virginia and doing all that. And I was like, this is it. I don't have much longer with her. And 5 years later, we still have Roxy, because our golden retriever, who had got cancer in 2017, as soon as we found out she had cancer, it was 2 weeks later she died. And that,
Well, she didn't. We put her down.
but she couldn't breathe. She was laying there like, and I know, having had asthma growing up as a kid, how hard it is to go through not being able to breathe. I was like, there's no way I'm going to keep this dog around to not be able to breathe. Nothing else can be done for her at this point, and have her suffer. And that was really hard to take her and do that, because she was my girl. She was like always at my feet in the kitchen, or waiting for me to get out of the bathroom after taking a bath, and just like she was always there. So that was really, really hard. And then that's why in 2020 with Roxy, I was like trying to do everything I could, and I feel like I've done a good job keeping her.
Oh, you definitely have.
Keeping up with her. I go through my spells, and I'm ashamed of myself, and I feel guilty, but there will be days I tell John, I'm just like, I'm so exhausted. I'm just so exhausted, because it's like, it's a lot sometimes. because she's always been the good girl. She doesn't go to the bathroom in the house and, you know, all that. She's always been good. So it's like I feel guilty when I get aggravated sometimes because I'll be in the middle of doing something and I got to go shampoo the carpet and then get back to doing what I was doing. Yeah, so I do feel guilty sometimes when I complain about it because I love her.
Can we talk about Kurt Cobain again? Anything but this. But no, we ought to. It's already almost 10:30.
Oh.
We've gone an hour over
Yeah.
what we're supposed to.
Yeah.
This has been fun, though. I mean, for crying out loud, I should start that music podcast. I'd have so many fans because of my hatred for Kurt Cobain. I would have no listeners to my podcast. If he doesn't like Kurt Cobain, he thinks Lane Staley's a better singer than Kurt Cobain. How dare he? Doesn't he know Kurt Cobain's a saint? But
Yeah, you're bored. You're bored now. You're talking about Kurt Cobain again. You're like, you have nothing else to talk about, and that you're going with that. So you're like exhausted, I can tell.
yeah, it's time to go. But no, I mean, I was just trying to change the subject because it was getting too depressing.
Yeah.
I'd rather talk about something I hate than.
Don't forget to go check out the shrimpy sticks from Cats Aquatics. Don't forget. And the new snail food. And the new snello. There. I had to end the stream with something fishy. Something aquarium related. Even if it's invertebrates.
Yeah. This has been fun, though,
It
folks.
really has. And thank you to like the moderators and everybody in the chat. We've had fun commenting like on your comments, and thank you for the people that super chatted and gifted memberships and everything. It's been a lot of fun. So
It absolutely has.
yeah.
And
Next week we will do a member stream, and y'all, if you want to be on, get in touch with John and get on the list so we have,
kgboxesofwater@gmail.com.
yeah, that way we can get on and, you know, have everybody signed up, and we'll be more prepared for a member stream next week.
And if you want to start a fight, just talk about how much you love Kurt Cobain. We'll fight. I'll fight you. I know. You think I'm afraid of you? I ain't afraid of you. No, we won't fight about it. If you are the biggest Kurt Cobain fan in the world, good for you.
What is the link or the email again? It's
kgboxesofwater@gmail.com.
oh, I want to put it in KG boxes of water at G.
I'm going to let that go, Brent, because you're a big supporter of the channel. I'm going to let that go. How many Kurt Cobain songs can you...
Did I put the right one in? Obviously, I don't check the email for that, so...
She don't
Did I
check
do it
any
right?
emails. It is that
do
except
too.
for it's not a capital K.
Whatever.
It's
I checked the
lowercase k.
Roots and Whiskers email.
I think even if you type it with the capital K, I still think it'll go through, but
Do you
all
want me to
lowercase.
Edit it?
No, it's
Can I
fine.
Edit it,
It's fine.
remove, and redo it?
I got to go walk Reacher like 5 miles.
5 miles? I know.
It's
I
gonna
know you're
feel
tired.
like it's gonna feel like 5
Now
miles.
I know you're tired. You're exaggerating how far you walk her.
It feels like 5 miles at 10:30 at night after being in front of 74,000 people on a live stream.
Yeah. Now I'm starting to wonder if the whole Tommy thing is true.
Y'all, she doesn't even know. It's true.
Anyway, y'all have a great weekend, and we will see you next Friday night. Bye.